Today we depend on our enemy for our modern way of life. China, communist China, that ends on my watch. That is the Declaration of Independence of our century. That is the Declaration of Independence I will sign as your next president. We're in a codependent relationship with our enemy. That does not end well. The question is who ends it first. The sooner we end it, the better for us. That is how we actually declare independence in this country. Now, the first step to declaring independence from the CCP is declaring independence from the climate cult here at home. And I said it on that first debate stage. They raked me over the coals for it. I say, no, take that coal and burn it, use it in the United States. The climate change agenda is a hoax because it has nothing to do with the climate and everything to do with letting China catch up to the United States. That is a fact. The same people who want us to stop burning carbon in the United States will be perfectly fine shifting those same carbon emissions to China. Last time I checked, it was global warming we were working on. That really makes sense. The same people who are opposed to carbon emissions in the United States are the same people also opposed to the greatest form of carbon-free energy production known to man, that is nuclear energy, in the United States. Think about that. That one doesn't make sense. Why? Because nuclear energy might be too good at solving their made-up problem. And you know what? China is the only country in the world that has a Gen 4 nuclear reactor while we're sitting at Gen 2 in this country. It's about letting China catch up in the name of global equity, and it's working. So we're going to liberate ourselves from that climate cult. Then let's get started one industry after another. Semiconductors, the little chips that power those phones in our pockets, that power many of the lights that are keeping that American flag light on back there. The refrigerator that kept our drinks cold before you're drinking them. Those are powered by semiconductors that come from this tiny island nation off the southeast coast of China, Taiwan. We have to bring that production here at home before China invades Taiwan. Semiconductor independence in this country. I don't want China to have an economic gun to our head when they make a move on that island. We're done with that. Pharmaceutical independence. 95% of our over-the-counter medicines coming from our enemy. Now think about this with me, people. I was at the southern border yesterday, by the way. I came here from Eagle Pass. Last Saturday, about exactly a week ago, I was at your northern border here in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire. So I've gone north to south. It's not just build the wall, we got to build both walls. That's my conclusion coming out of there. But think about this with me. China sees this and they're exploiting it. The same country that is sending synthetic fentanyl from Wuhan to the Mexican drug cartels, lacing illegal pharmaceuticals coming across our southern border, that's killing Americans across this country. The same country that literally made a virus in a lab and then unleashed it to wreak hell on the world to create a COVID-19 pandemic. You think that same country should be the one providing our pharmaceuticals that we're taking, our little ibuprofens for our headaches? Are you kidding me? What are you going to do in a conflict scenario with that country? They're going to poison that too. You mark my words. That is not beyond communist China to do. Now it's one step worse than that. Our own military in this country. The F-35 jets we make. The military equipment we make in the United States. Can't make this stuff up. Depends on parts coming from China. Think about this with me, people. Why on earth are we accumulating military equipment in this country if it's not to prepare for a conflict scenario, God forbid, with our enemy? So that's what it's going to take, declaring independence from our enemy for our modern way of life.